It's Sunday, April 4th, 2020. The streets of Belfast are quiet on this spring day, but a sense of tension lingers in the air. Robbie Lawlor, one of Ireland's most feared gangsters, is about to face the consequences of his violent actions. Lawlor, who had made a name for himself as a ruthless hitman, was a prominent figure in the criminal underworld, known for his connections and merciless reputation. Just months prior, Lawlor was involved in the brutal murder of 17-year-old Cian Mulready Woods, a crime that shocked the nation and marked a significant escalation in the ongoing gang feud between rival factions. Cian's murder was not just about settling scores. It was a statement, a message sent from Lawlor to his rivals, demonstrating the lengths to which he would go to exert dominance. The violence surrounding the gang war had escalated quickly. Lawlor's actions had sparked outrage among rival gang members, particularly those associated with the Drogheda gang led by Owen Maguire, who was Cian's godfather. The feud had already claimed numerous lives, but Cian's gruesome murder marked a turning point, intensifying hostilities and drawing a line in the sand between the two factions. On the morning of April 4th, Robbie Lawlor was in Belfast, unaware that he was being hunted. He had been lured into a trap set by the very people who sought revenge for Cian's murder. It is reported that Cornelius Price, a notorious Drogheda gang boss, had orchestrated the hit on Lawlor, wanting to avenge the brutal killing that had crossed all boundaries of brutality. As Lawlor went about his day, a group of armed men lay in wait. They had plotted his demise, driven by anger over the loss of Cian Mulready Woods and the reign of terror that Lawlor had unleashed on their community. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation. Vengeance was at hand. At around 2 p.m., as Lawlor was leaving a property in Belfast, he was ambushed. Gunfire erupted, and witnesses reported hearing multiple shots fired. Lawlor attempted to flee, but he was swiftly cornered by his attackers. The execution was quick and brutal, characteristic of the Gangland violence that had plagued Ireland for years. Lawlor was shot dead in broad daylight, his lifeless body left on the street for all to see. News of Lawlor's murder spread quickly, sending shockwaves through the criminal underworld. The irony of his fate was not lost on those who had followed the violent escalation of the Drogheda feud. Lawlor, who had terrorized many, had now become a victim himself, a casualty of the very game he had played for years. Cornelius Price, who had orchestrated the hit, was reported to have paid over €100,000 to have Lawlor killed. This was not merely a personal vendetta. It was a calculated move to restore order and deliver a powerful message to rival gangs. Price had once feared Lawlor, but now he sought retribution, believing that Lawlor's reign of terror had to end. In the days following Lawlor's murder, the police launched an investigation, and several individuals were arrested in connection with the hit. Among them were members of the Drogheda gang, including those who had directly participated in the ambush. The authorities knew that this was just the beginning. The fallout from Lawlor's death would undoubtedly lead to further violence. The ongoing gang war in Ireland was far from over. Lawlor's murder, while a victory for some, was likely to ignite more bloodshed, as rival factions sought to avenge their fallen leader. The cycle of violence continued, and the streets remained dangerous as gangs vied for power and control. In the end, Robbie Lawlor's life was a cautionary tale, a reflection of the brutal reality of gang life. It serves as a reminder of how violence begets violence, and how the quest for power can ultimately lead to one's downfall. As the investigation unfolds, the repercussions of Lawlor's actions and his eventual murder will continue to ripple through the fabric of Irish society, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake.